G'day guys, welcome back to the AFL live streams. Huge clash here at the SCG. It's the D's taking on the Pies. It's Bucks' last game. Huge feeling, huge emotions going into this one. Thanks for joining me. What are you saying? I'll turn this TV down and we can get into the meat and potatoes of it all. How was everyone's weekend? I assume some of you are still going from the weekend, which is fair play to you. I can't do that anymore. I'm a bit of a one-hit wonder. Oh, the Crew. 283. Wiedemann, 15 goals. Yeah, that'd be still a quiet day for the Weed if he got off the chain and had 15 snags. Just checking the levels and making sure everything's all right. Jack Lukey chipped in with the 99 cents. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate the support. Lockie Miller with the $5 as well. Hope the Pies get up for Bucks, but I also hope D's get up for Neil. Bucks' last game. What a coach. What a man. He's obviously been an amazing contributor to the Collingwood Footy Club for a long time now. So it is quite sad when you start seeing the legends leave football a little bit, which I don't think is going to be the case in terms of Bucks. He'll obviously get a gig wherever he pleases, but yeah, it's just it is a bit sad. I'll chuck a hat on this hair soon. It's doing all sorts. And what's my scoreboard doing? I was 50-50 on doing this doing the stream. I was like, I could just lay in bed all day, chuck it on KO, get some Uber Eats and have a chillax, but had to be done. We need to do the streams. What's my scoreboard? My scoreboard always does this. It's frustrating. Hello. Star Apple, $8. D's by 260 at halftime. Oh boy, wowee, could you imagine the scenes if that happened? It's just not going to happen. Geez, the chat's pinging. I was just trying to... I'll stop the chat here for a sec. Would you have gone to this game if it was at the G? I would, yeah, absolutely. I'd be there if it was at the G Centre. I was even considering going to it, even though it's in Sydney. But with all COVID, I'm not sure how that could have been done. Pies by 126, says Zipsy. Fight MND for... Oh, yeah, I should chuck my beanie on for a bit. I'm not a beanie wearer. My head gets too warm, but we'll whack it on for now. Someone said it's not a full house. Yeah, it's in Sydney, bruv. Not many Sydney people are going to go to the game. You don't imagine. Who's our sub? Did that say Chandler? Alright, I'll try and get this scoreboard going. Come on. Yes, good. Bang. We're good to go. I'm so excited. I'm going to tip the D's. I think the Pies will be up for the fight early. I just think over the 4 quarters, the D's might be able to get a bit more control. And I'm going to tip the D's by 41 points today. I don't know why. I just feel like if we're the team I think we are, we should be able to run over the top late in the game. So the D's by whatever I said, 41 or something. That's my tip for today. I need to grab me a cup of tea. We'll crank the volume up, boys and girls. Come on, D's. Come on. Come on, Melbourne. Come on, Melbourne. Cup of tea for the Queen. D's by 16, says Alistair plays. Caden, say hi to me. EP Reality. G'day, mate. All right, let's get into it. The bounce. Come on, D's. D's with the first clearance. Weed got hands to it. Spills to ground. Fritter couldn't pick it up. Gets tackled. Beanie's on sideways. Well, yeah, it's a little bit sideways, I guess. I swear beanies are sort of ambidextrous. I swear beanies can go anyway. They can sometimes go inside out. That's how flexible they are. Fritter from 51. Low spearing kick. Cut off by Maynard. Maynard tries to kick it over the top of Tommy May. Oh, no, it's Stephen May. Gets a hand to it. Salem. Flicks the ball backwards. Hibbard. Someone said it's not a full house. It's not. But that wing looks really, really good. Looks like there's a few people in. Caden, to make it easier to read the chat, I chuck it on slow mode, says Cardi. Yeah, sometimes you got to, especially... It should be okay today, but sometimes when I do my Brownlow live streams, I have to because it goes bananas. But yeah, sometimes it's hard. You're trying to trying just to read one comment. I also scroll up if that starts to happen. May marks to Salem. I think that's Ed Langdon. My TV's really blurry. It doesn't have 7 HD. It's only got like the 7 digital one, and it just comes up an absolute shocker. It's better to watch it on KO for me, but then it's really lagged and the stream becomes behind. G's to Goey, the kick backwards in defence wasn't great. Cozzy bumps Quain off the ball, tackled by Poulter. Fritter sells Candy, little kick in board. That's great composure to Alex Neil-Bullen, who we love. We love the Nibbler. He is a great bloke that we love. Alex Neil-Bullen song coming soon, after how good that came out. D's got a shot on goal, says Paint Boy. Where's the beer? Had a few too many on the weekends. I'm on the Tetleys today. Alex Neil-Bullen rolling in. Kicked it skinny, but it comes back. Come on, D's. Someone was saying, why do I clap weird when I put a clip up on TikTok? Now, I've been in trouble before at the footy because of how loud my clapping is. I get like a real cup type motion. And it creates like it's not like a slap, it's like a cupping, like, sort of sounds like a cricket bat when you're knocking in your cricket bat. I get that like, anyway, when I do that loud, it can be ear piercing. So, why am I explaining this? Sorry to the 270 that have tuned in for this sort of content. Anyway, so when I clap at my house, we got neighbours next doors. You know, Dad's out doing his thing. He's watching the footy at the moment, but I don't want to yell and scream. So I've been trying to like smother my own clap, like sort of just stop the pop noise. So I was last week on the stream, I'm going, come on, the D's, just clapping in the weirdest way, and got called out for it, and it was fair. It was right. It had to be done. Ball up, gone, back to the footy. Thank God. Side bottom. Are they going to walk out of clearance to go in the midfield? I like that. Low ball. It's going to ping out the back. Lever mopping up. Salem gathers half back line. This is what he's very, very good at. And guess what? He's turned it over. Quainer tries to take on Neil-Bullen. Pendles. The world slows down. In comes Harms. Cos takes on 2. Handballs out to Hibbard. Tackled by DeGoey. Spills out. Elliott dives. Pickett in defence. Handballs out. And it's a free kick to Cos. Yeah, that was my weird clapping anecdote. Scoreboard not working. You're kidding. What is happening? I may have a backup scoreboard. Let's see what this one does. Oh no, that's my socials. Scoreboard 2. Scoreboard 2 isn't even popping up. Inside 50, marked by DeGoey. He started well. Why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? I made a mistake. The Pies. Hoskin Elliott kicks in board. Lever got a hand to it. Free kick, Cameron. Come on, scoreboard. We love you. You need to work for me. The Pies are going to have a shot. Darcy Cameron, top of the square. Shouldn't miss. Can't miss. Just doing some back end sort of... frustrating. Frustrating for all involved. What is that? That looks really dodgy up in the top of my screen, but I assure you, I believe it is a scoreboard. Let's have a look. This could be my YouTube career. Oh, God. Oh, God, no. This could be it. This could be my career. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's just Nad. Thank God. Jeez. That could have been anything. That could have been... Yeah. Well, jeez, I remember my first live stream. All right. There we go. There's some sort of score. But I like the other one better because you get it transparent. But AFL Webby is letting us down. All right, we're back. Jeez, that was... The Pies have scored. All right, DeGoey in the midfield. I like it. He's got them another clearance. Side bottom, chip kick. McCreary, hard word to say. Hard name to say. Kicks inside 50. Gone straight down the throat of Stephen May. Another inside 50 to the Pies, but it's marked by Salem. My head got hot. It is 6-6. Yeah, it should pop up in a second. Folks. Oh, Maynard coming through. Another. They're getting a heap of inside 50s. James Jordan doing some mopping up to Salem. Smothered by Poulter. Hunt hits it hard. Tackled without it. McCreary's just tried to kill him. Free kick D's. Who scored? Who scored for the D? Darcy Cameron scored for the Pies, top of the goal square, and Neil Bullen kicked one for the D's. Fritter's nearly taken a hang. Imagine Melbourne lose today. Yeah, that'd be frustrating. Hopefully we don't. Neil Bullen's kicked his second goal. He tried to hit Tom MacDonald with a kick over the top. It went over Tom MacDonald's head and it's dribbled through. Is this live? I'm live. And the footy's live, yeah. All Demons early. Yeah, it has been a little bit, but I reckon for that little 2 or 3 minute patch before we just got the goal then, they had like 4 or 5 repeat deep inside 50s, and it's a tough one because you don't want to do that against the Ds because they'll mop it up all day, every day. Those big, high, long ones is what I'm talking about, but has it been touched? Maybe it was touched. Neil Bullen doesn't get the goal. Yeah, it's a tough one because, yeah, the Pies are, well, they were for that patch, getting heaps of repeat entries, but they're sort of going in. It's sort of going in the way the D's like it, but still threatening in a way. Hope that makes sense. How many will Nibbler kick today? Well, he should have, well, not should have 2. That could have been his second, so he's got 1 goal, 1. I reckon he's good. He's good for 2. He's good for 2, Nibbler. touched. What do you think, Geelong or Doggies? Are they playing? Is that Friday night? Is that soon? That'll be a good game. I just think Geelong automatically win at GMHBA, no matter who comes down. It's... So... Jeez, Crisp nailed James Jordan, gets a free. Lyon or Mitchell for Pies head coach. Jeez, Ross Lyon has a body of work. He can get a team 2 grand finals. Hard to go past Ross the boss. Sam Mitchell's exciting because you just feel like he's been in elite environments for 15 years. Looks like a really smart sort of football mind. So that does excite me. I like the unknown. A bit of the unknown gets me a bit excited. But I think you're probably... I'd probably go Ross Lyon, to be honest. What are your thoughts on NBN? Handy. The internet. Very handy. Tommy Mack. Smothered kick. Pies defending really well at the moment. Maynard gets a relieving kick. And it's a free kick to the Pies on the wing. It's Murphy. Will Petrarca win the Brownlow? I don't think so. I think Oliver's probably more of a chance. Even though I think Track's higher up in the favourites, in the Brownlow fancy favourites. So I'd probably say Oliver. Out of like the D's team, obviously the Bont dominating. Rog reckons Parrish is a bit of a sniff. That would be funny if he just skyrockets up. Murphy. Nath Murphy lining up. When's the next video? I've got a couple already filmed. I just got to whip them up. So probably tomorrow, if I get it done. Nathan Murphy's hung it out to dry. Contest, top of the square, McCreary. Oh my God. Jamie Elliott flicked it up to himself from his boot, sort of Gaelic style. Jeez. There a chance here, the Pies. Trent Bianco's dived on it. And has not tried to get it out. Went behind him, the upset. Thoughts on Cardman 22? Oh, an elite operator. Elite operator. We love Cardman. Jack Madgen, top of the 50. Could be just outside his distance. But he's going to pretend like he's got the distance and got the shot. I think Jack Madgen gives me Lyndon Dunn vibes in a good way. Like really reliable, solid. Kick from 50. It looks good. Just to the right. It's all even 10 minutes into the first term. Thoughts on Mitchy Ryan? Elite operator. I love Mitchy Ryan. Love Cardman. Yeah. Love their channels. Love the way they go about it. Who's your Rising Star award winner? Mine is probably Nick Cox, if he can stay healthy. Yeah, Coxie's been up there. He's been really good. I don't really know who else they're talking about. I don't think it'll be, once again, I'll revert it back to the D's, but I don't think it'll be Lukey Jackson or... Trent Rivers has been pretty consistent. Yeah, Nick Cox. Who else? Who else is up there? Tom Powell, has he got one yet? He will. Jeez, Cozzie's nearly brought down an absolute hanger. Yeah, the Pies are locking it in there forward 50 really well at the moment. I think they yeah, that probably looked like a pause there for a second. I froze, but I was just watching the footy. Yeah, we can't get it outside our forward 50. I was going to say, I wonder if it's because of the SCG being so small. But that's not really an excuse because both teams are playing. But I really wanted this at Giant Stadium. I feel like we... Oh, no, I wanted it at Adelaide Oval. I feel like we play those grounds, yeah, a little better. But the SCG, we'll see what happens. I'm talking garbage. You know what I found that I don't like? I hate my face when I'm concentrating on the footy. I was going through trying to get some clips for TikTok, and there'll be minutes where I'm just like staring with me face forward, and I just thought, what an ugly bloke. Moore, tackled by Petrarca, clearing handball, going to the boundary. And they don't play deliberate. Probably had a bloke there, I guess. It was deliberate, but disguised it well enough. Come on, Days. Lukey Jackson taps down to Pickett, gets bowled over. Luke Jackson picks up, handballs to Petrarca. De Goey's on Petrarca today. They're running, I don't know if it's a complete run with roll, but he's been put into the middle. The big goat. Darcy Moore takes an intercepting mark. The Pies have started really well today. Defensively, really good. They're butchering the ball by boot a little bit, but I think just they're locking it inside their forward 50 really well. It's impressing me. Hibbard, inside 50, come on. Cozzy's kicked one out of midair. But it was a free kick again, so it doesn't count. Doing well, the Pies. Kados, I like your parody songs. Thanks, Gamer Chat. I appreciate the support, mate. Any AFL Evo... That's not what you've written. I can't read. Any Evo series soon, says Joshua Kerr. I don't have any in mind at the moment. We'll see. I hope they continue on building the game, because I think the latest one's pretty okay. So if they keep making one once a year, once every couple of years, I think we might get to a point where it's actually a pretty serviceable product. But I love all the games anyway. I'll play them. You know, if they bring out another version that's worse than this one, I'll buy it and play it. The Pies have done so well. They got it to Jamie Elliott at the top of the 50, at the top of the goal square, and he's dropped it, and Mays whisked it away. So the Pies playing really well. I'll talk to you at quarter time about all the fights yesterday, the boxing. I watched it all. We'll have a bit of a chat. I just want to watch the footy at the moment. 7 minutes to go in the first term. The Pies are up by a point. They've started really, really well, which we thought they would. Fritter leading up, marks it. Just forward of... now kicking's been a bit poor. He's kicked it straight down Jack Madgen's throat. Leo, not yet fam. Choking is possible for us. Yeah, big time. Jamie Elliott with one of the most Hollywood sort of kicks out of midair, which has been turned over to the D's. We're trying to spread it wide. Free kick to Oliver. Plays on. Kick inside 50 to the weed. Gets his hands to it, Big Sammy. He's got to start clunking them. That's probably not the sort of ones that he will start to clunk. That was a bit difficult, but he gets his hands to it. He crashes packs. He just needs to take that next step and start clunking them. Lukey Jackson versus Cameron in the ruck. Crisp handball to Goat. Started well on ball. And that's a deliberate out-of-bounds kick if I've ever seen one. And we'll get the free. Josh Dacos says, I didn't mean it. Well, it wasn't deliberate. The new interpretation is insufficient intent, and he clearly didn't keep it in enough. Didn't attempt to keep it in enough. Long kick forward by Hibbard. Inside 50 for the D's. Big fly. Weed. Good tackle on Pendles. Crisp on hands and knees. Shuffles it out to the Goat, who has started really well. Quainer. Handballs over the top to Joshy Thomas. Handballs back to Quainer. Caught by Sparrow. Flicks it backwards to Madgen, who needs to do a bit of cleaning up. Foot skills has been a bit of a letdown for the Pies to start this game. And once again, Brayshaw's getting some intercept touches on the wing. Jackson to Spargus, who kicks into Tommy Mack, who drops. Petrarca. James Harms. That is a quality finish. Come on, Dees. You clap weird, brother. I just don't want to be loud. I don't want to... Anyway. That's for another day. Well done. Come on, Dees. We love the footy. How good's the footy? Harms puts it through. AFL Legend. AFL Legend is very consistent on the streams. He's chirping all game. He's always in the conversation. I always see his little profile pic pop up. So shout out to you, AFL Legend. How delayed is this stream? The stream is delayed by about 20 seconds. I believe there's a setting I can click to fix that, and I probably will do that for future streams. I'm not sure whether that gives me more pausing or more lag or might disrupt the stream at all. I like the way it is because I just feel like it gives us room for error. I don't know why, but yeah. So I might flick that for other streams. To Goat, another attempt to clear the kick, clear the clearance. Petrarca, a 1-2, kicks inside 50. Who's this? Lukey Jackson, real important member of the D's team. He's got Wiedemann free in the goal square. It's a bit hard to get it to him. He's got Gawn in the goal square. Tries to go a bit short. And Quainer intercepts. Come on, Days. Trent Rivers dances around a couple. Chipping kick inside 50. The foot skills have been a little bit sloppy by the D's to start. Poulter intercepts. He's going to be a gun, Poulter. I love him. Tries to hit Cameron, who drops a bit of an uncontested sitter. James Jordan got crunched like he always does. To Goat. Started well on ball. Crisp. Look at the Pies movement. Poulter, my man. I like it. Bursting through the middle. Kicks in board. Jamie Elliott. He's had a couple of almost chances. Gone. Tries to handball back into traffic. I'm not sure about it. Hibbard dives on it. We'll get a ball up. Nathan Murphy's a bit sore. Poor bugger. Stream link anyone. As in like of the game. Go KO, mate. KO's elite. You get a free trial. Harms, Jordan. I love how tough James Jordan is. Gone with a clearing kick. Trent Rivers is trying to get there, so it's not deliberate. Maynard gets there. Great tackle, Fritter. Maynard, I think he was the one who nailed James Jordan, so it was good to get him back. Good tackle. Ryder, just go to Google. What website is this scoreboard on? I might use it for future streams because it looks good. Yeah, it's a solid scoreboard, Ryder. I think it's 9 Wide World of Sports on their footy part of the site. I usually use AFL.com, but this one's pretty solid. Neil Bullen, Harms. Here we go. Lukey Jackson. He's got Tom MacDonald, who runs in. He was thinking between passing and finishing, and he went the shot and sort of did a bit of in between. He's kicked it over Weed's head for a point, but also I think that was him having a shot. The big T-Mac. Pretty even start, this. Mr. Sitter. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty kickable. Jeez, the Pies kicking is a bit horrendous to start the game. It's more their field kicking around the grounds. I don't know, it's just sloppy. Both teams have been, to be fair, though. Come on, Dees. Lukey Jackson doing the rucking. Ball spills out. To go. Clearing kick. Out of the defensive 50. My check. Soccers it forward off the ground. And Jake Lever intercepts the soccer off the ground. He intercepts everything, this bloke, but his handball was sloppy. And it goes to Elliott. Cameron nearly caught. Elliott again, great tackle, Salem. My check. Good tackle by May. Lever gets back and dives on it. And the umpire balls it up. Sloppy. Hi from New Zealand. G'day, Scotty Jones. Hope you're well, mate. Jump on the D's bandwagon, brother. Go on. Dacos around the stoppage. James Jordan's accidentally fallen on it. He looked like he was hatching an egg. Thoughts on round 10 lost? Lost to Crom. Yeah, a bit disappointing. A little bit disappointing by the boys. And I was a little bit nervous. Once we lost that, I'm sort of looking at the fixture going, oh, geez, we got the rampaging doggies at their home. We got the Lions. I start going, oh, geez, we could lose 3 on the trot here. But we bounced back really strongly, which was important. The Crows will push a lot of teams this year, so... Tommy MacDonald kicks inboard to Lukey Jackson, who kicks to Ed Langdon. Top of the 50, a minute 50 to go in this term. Drops a small one to track, but he can't hit him. Rebound by Maynard. And he hits Thomas. Changed my footy tip last second because of how the Pies were looking coming out. Definitely shouldn't have Caden. Oh, Jamie, what have you done there, son? You got to back the D's in. That's funny. Yeah, well, the Pies, they looked good so far. 1 goal, 3 to 2-2. It's been quite even, and they're going to have another shot here. With a minute to go, Darcy Cameron, 55 out. Good kick short to Jamie Elliott. He's had a few chances to start this game, but this is probably his first real shot at the big sticks. Mate, 10 straight out snaps. What's that mean? I can hear the audio in the background. Is that copyrighted? I hope not. I hope... Jeez, I'd be bloody stiff to get copyrighted for a tiny bit of commentary. I'll turn it down a little bit so it's not... yeah, coming through too easy. Jamie Elliott runs around, has the shot, and he hits the woodwork. 30 seconds to go in the first term. Just kill the quarter, boys. Nothing silly here. True footy. Hey, Doss, thanks again for the invite to the Beat Richmond Club. Great to be here. That was a massive win by the Eagles. How good was that? Petrarca, we got 5 seconds to spot a target. Oh, Ed Langdon's marked that. He's marked it right on the siren. Yeah, Jesse, the Eagles were amazing. I thought the Tigers almost kicked that sealer. Was it Martin late who skidded one through from about 40? You know, Bolton was fumbling it. Quick handball to Martin. He just skids one through. I was like, oh, geez. They've done what they did to Essendon a couple of weeks ago. Nice little fight by the Eagles, but the Tigers have finished it off. But, super impressive. The Eagles fought back. Great win. Eddie Langdon from the pocket. He's marked it as on the siren as you can. Runs around. He's put it too far out. That's like me doing the snaps in the MND challenge. I coughed it up. Stoked, mate. A D's win could lift me to 2-7 in tipping, so absolutely thriving. Well, hopefully we don't let you down. Everyone get around, True Footy. Best AFL podcast flying around. All right, what do you guys... Let's talk some YouTube boxing. I watched most of it yesterday. and it was good. YouTubers versus the TikTokers. Obviously, myself being a bit of a wannabe YouTuber, I was getting around all the YouTuber boys, and they represented the platform quite well. It was a pisser. The big gibber, and I always butcher his name. I know it's big nose backwards. Anyway, the big gibber, Anderson Gibb. Is that how you say it? Yeah. I was shattered when he didn't perform against Jake Paul a little while ago. And I was real nervous for him coming into this fight because Taylor Holder, by all reports, is the big bad monster who's been boxing all his life. And, one of the most experienced blokes on the card. And this was the certainty. Big Gibber was the certainty to get really messed up in it. So I was quite nervous for him. Obviously, he was representing the UK boys, and I thought he fought so well. Anderson Gibb, yeah, that's the one. I thought he performed so well, so brave to keep coming. He was landing shots. He was the most active fighter. Didn't get a knockdown, but landed some clean shots. And Taylor Holder sort of reminded me of Joe Weller in his first fight. He just sort of froze, came out, talked the talk, didn't throw any sort of combination, didn't throw any shots, just very, very reserved. There was no tactic there. It was just defend. And he moves like a boxer, Taylor Holder, so he moved quite well. And if it was someone a little bit less experienced, I think Gibber probably would have got a knockdown or knocked him out. Yeah, I don't know. I was really impressed by Gibber. And for that to be a draw, that was so frustrating. Oh, I couldn't believe it. You've just ripped a man's dreams away from him. But yeah, I thought it was a good event. It was good entertaining for a very hungover MacDonald on a Sunday arvo. And then I don't really like Austin McBroom or Bryce Hall. I think they're both a bit wankerish. I find Bryce Hall funnier than what people give him credit for. He says some funny stuff. He is a wanker, but he says some funny stuff. In the that sit-down interview a day before the fight, where it's quite intimate, it's like a close chat, and it's the last thing they do before they fight, like the following day. It's Bryce and Austin McBroom, and Austin McBroom, like Bryce was sort of going Logan Paul take the piss mode, and he was just saying some funny stuff, and Austin McBroom goes, "Mate, you're a TikToker," and Bryce goes, "Oh no, I'm a YouTuber," and Austin McBroom's like, "No, you're not. You're a what do you mean you're a YouTuber?" And he's like, "Oh, I upload. I got 4 million subs. I upload twice a week," and that made me piss myself. It was pretty funny. Joel, Melbourne are trash. Yeah, we're pretty bang average. Liam Atkins, did you watch the game last night? Yeah, I did. I chucked on both games. I didn't see the end of North and GWS. I was sort of in and out of watching that one. But yeah, thriller. I can't believe the Giants couldn't put away North, but I also can't believe North couldn't hold on. They had control of that game like for word go throughout it. So that was a bit of a surprise result. And then, yeah, I checked on the Eagles and the Tigers. I love Sunday night footy sometimes. Sometimes they nail it. I like the Sunday game starting at like 6 opposed to 4:40. It's not too late, so kids can't stay up. Like it finishes around 9, but it doesn't overlap. It's not like the 4:40 games which overlap. So, yeah, I love the Sunday night footy. And as I said, I was talking to Jesse before. That win from the Eagles was massive, really massive. So it was a great game all round. Melbourne by 1,000. That would be massive. Alistair plays. We really didn't deserve to win. The Eagles. Yeah, well, I felt like the Tigers had won. I felt like the Tigers had it won with about 5-6 minutes to go. But it was that sort of margin. Sometimes teams get to like a 15-point margin and it feels like it's over. And you're looking at it and 15 points feels like, it's more than 2 goals. It feels like it's a lot. And it reminded me of the D's and the Crows. We got out to like a 2.5 goal margin. But it feels like 20 points when it's really closer than that. obviously. I say some dumb stuff, but I feel like you guys get what I'm saying. So yeah, they were up by about 2 and a bit goals, and it feels bigger than what it is. But then 2 sort of junk-timey goals later from West Coast, it's game on with 5 minutes to go. So it was sort of like the game against Adelaide. We're up by 2 and a bit goals, and Tex kicks one, and it gets back to 9 points, and you're going, oh, I swear we're up by more. And then Tex kicks, another one that we're up by 3 points, and you're like, oh, geez, this is game on for the next 5 minutes. And yeah, sort of reminded me of that. Almost cue on the rack type footy, but the Eagles dug in and got the job done. Par 1, any chance of an upset today? Yeah, big chance. I like the Pies. If they're a bit cleaner by boot, they might give us a bit of a shake-up, but we'll see what happens. Sorry, the D's are inside 50s. Oh, Oliver's just been flipped over the top of DeGoey. Great tackle, Tommy Sparrow. Oh, almost holding the ball. Pickett, he's bodying Quainer so well. Oliver picks up, and we kick the first of the second. Come on, D's. Someone wrote ball in the chat. D's are looking lethal. We're going okay in this game. A little bit sluggish to start. We haven't played, in 8 or 9 days? Sort of 10-day break sort of thing. Friday to Monday. And then we got the bye. So I'm a little bit nervous for us to come back off the bye. I hope I can see us being a little bit sloppy for that game, because that'll be one game in 20 days sort of stuff. That is holding the ball. I feel like the tackle is completed when he hits the ground. I feel like that sort of ends the tackle. And often at the moment, you can tackle someone to the ground and then they'll throw it on the boot. But I feel like the tackle should be, like the whistle should be blown if you tackle someone and they hit the ground sort of thing. To go in Petrarca, I like it. I like putting him on him. Cos, drop the mark. Quainer tries to burrow through. Hey, Caden, is Cozzy the best in the AFL? He's very, very exciting. He hasn't been as clinical in the last few weeks. Against Brisbane, he kicked 3-3, so he's actually pretty good. But I feel like he's having a couple of almost games, and he's having a couple of almost chances. I think he'll get better. Once he starts to finish his work, he'll get really, really, really important for us. He already is, though. Oliver to have a massive game, says Star Apple. Chipped in with the 3-bucker. Yeah, hope so. That'd be unreal. I love watching Clary get off the chain. He starts games okay. He might have 10, 12 touches at halftime, but his second halves are something to behold. It's the fitness that Darren Burgess has gotten this group of players. Mychek has a shot, pushes it across the face. Smacked over by Gorney and Maxi Lynch. It's the fitness, and a credit to him. Even a Petrarca years ago couldn't run out 20% midfield time, and now he plays, I'm making up stats here, plays 80% of the midfield. So, the fitness of the boys is unreal, and they really start to get going in the second half, and I love watching Clayton Oliver just run midfields off his feet. Sammy Weed tries to butter up. Pendles says, leave this midfield stuff to me, son. Nice little link up by the Pies. Don't know who was that at full pace, but it goes top of the square. And Darcy Cameron marks because Harrison Petty and Lever were blocked. Runs around. Oh! Only just snuck it through. Big Das. Let's get some snacks. I got donuts. I've got some mixed nuts. I got some corn chips as well, so there's no Fitzbo here. There is no Fitzbo here. I was looking at dips and I couldn't pull the trigger on anything. And then I got home and I'm like, I should have got salsa and some sour cream. Like, it's just a no-brainer. I was looking at hummus and stuff, which I think go pretty well with corn chips, but it wasn't until I got home where I sort of tweaked. Just get some sour cream and some... rookie mistakes. I felt like that was an absolute block on Harrison Petty, but regardless, snag to the Pies. Hey, Caden, who's your favourite player in the AFL? Is it Cozzy? He's up there. Yeah, well, he's probably my favourite D's player. I really appreciate getting to watch Petrarca and Oliver go about it. I've said this before, and it sounds really, really dumb, but oh my God. But for years, watching just bang average midfielders and then seeing like Geelong have 3 or 4, Brownlow medalists, Norm Smith medalists, just A-grade stars. We never got to see that, and it's like now a privilege to watch A-grade footballs. So Oliver, Petrarca, Cos, Lukey Jackson, some of my favourites for the Ds. Probably Cos takes the cake at the moment. And then in the AFL, who do I love in the AFL? Who's really getting me going? I love Zachy Butters. Someone mentioned Zachy Butters. They've started well this term. The Pies are going to have another shot. Did Werribee give you a piece of turf when you got the sack? I saw Bucks got a piece of turf from the SCG. No, unfortunately they didn't. They were pretty happy to see the back of me. That's a great finish by Hoskin Elliott. Pies are in front. Oscar Allen, probably my favourite player who's not at the Ds. Do I like Dusty? Yeah. Bloody oath. I like the miniature donuts you can get from Woolies. Is there anything you would change in the Melbourne Football Club right now? I would have Sam Wiedemann playing as well as Tom MacDonald. If that was the case, I feel like we're really set as a footy club. And the forward line's humming, but if we could just get something like that sort of performance, geez, Pies have the momentum. They're going to have another shot. Oh, yeah. If we could get the weed performing like Tommy Mack, then that's probably the change I'd have. Pies are lining up for 3 goals in a minute and a half. My checks miss. Good pass from Trent Bianco. He's awesome. I love the way he goes around it. Alright, got some mixed nuts as well. Let's crack open the nuts. Riv with the kick out. He's going straight down the middle as the crow flies to Max Gawn, who drops the mark. Pendle's held. Petrarca. We keep handballing it into them. They keep intercepting our handballs. It's bizarre. Pies going forward. Great tackle, Jake Lever. Needed that. Yeah, a couple of times we're just handballing it into them. It's bizarre. Score prediction, Kados. I predict that we get to 100 and we keep them to 70. Which goes against my 40-point margin, but... Sammy Weeds just had his head drilled. Gets it to Cos, to Langdon. Come on, D's. Need to lift here. Need to match him. Murphy, down to ground level. Jackson, handballs forward. Quainer, a little tap onto Magin. He goes to Dacos, who keeps it in. No, it goes out. It's gone up a bit. We got to match him here. Who wants one? Yeah, have as much as you want. Cheers. Lucky Jackson in the ruck for the D's at the moment. All over us at the moment, the Pies. Jeez, James Jordan is so handy. Little relieving kick to Rivers. The Pies are on us. Update the scores. Oh, you're kidding me. Why is this happening? Oh, this is so annoying. I'll try something here. I'm trying something, boys. Adapt or die. What's going to happen here? Oh. What's going on here, MacDonald? Come on, where are they? Oh, they're out again, the Pies. Jesus. This scoreboard sucks a bit. Maynard inside 50. I'm not a fan of this scoreboard, but whatever works, works, I guess. Is that one updated? That's updated. We'll be right. We got a backup, though. Pies are on at the moment. Tommy Sparrow kicks inside 50. And it's all Collingwood. Snoopy ASMR. Caden, happy birthday to my friend Luca. Happy birthday, Luca. Hopefully you're having a ripping afternoon. Yeah, appreciate the support, son, and go D's. DeGoey, inside 50. He's hit up my check on the tit. All Collingwood in this second term. My check just missed before. But you reckon he's probably going to kick this one. He's kicked it. Pies in front by 10. Damn. Who's your favourite player from the Bulldogs? Asks Dylan. Toby McLean was for a long time. Who else do I like? Josh Dunkley. Buku Karmas. One of my favourites. Do I like the Geelong Cats? I don't mind the Geelong Cats. Are you going to start raging soon, lol? Yeah, it's on the cards. Who's your favourite player from the Bombers? Andy McGrath? Oh, Jones. Harrison Jones. Pies on top, boys. Come on, Days. They're everywhere. Every clearance, every spare ball. There's just numbers everywhere for the Pies. Well done, Harrison Petty. Well done. Come on, Days. Need to settle. Hits Cos up on the wing. He'll wheel and go. Penetrating kick inside 50. Darcy Cameron's marked it over Gawn and Weed. Wow. They're just out. Poulter's out. The Pies are on. Kicks down the line. Skidding little pass. May. Elliott bobs up. Handballs. Underground. Back to Poulter. No tackling or pressure currently from the Ds. And DeGoey, who started really well, marks. Turns inside 50 and he hits Mycheck, who is as hot of form as anyone else on the park at the moment. This is frustrating. Pies for a 16-point lead. He's kicked it. We need the next clearance. We need to stop the momentum. They are on. Scoreboard. Yeah, I don't know what's happened with the scoreboard. Jude Bolton saying we're leading into a bye and we're just cruising a bit. We need to start winning the clearance. Here we go. Sammy Weed, you need to contest here, brother. Spargo, what a mark. Well done. Spargo takes a couple of good marks a game. Just random, like, contested marks. It's crazy. That's a great mark. Need to finish here, Spargs. We need a settler. Oh, it's just gone across the face. I thought that was in. BT always talks that much rubbish against the Ds when we play. And it's been frustrating me in recent weeks to start sort of being a bit of a smart ass. Like a little while ago, it was a whole game against, can't remember who it was against, but oh, we got one back. The whole game, BT was just like, against Carlton, he just kept asking James Brayshaw. Everyone's really excited about the Ds, but I'm just not sure why. And he was just sort of potting us throughout the coverage. And it got to a point late in the game where JB goes, "What have you got against the Demons, Brian?" And I think he's just sort of jokingly keeping a lid on it by being a bit self-deprecating of them or being a bit critical of them. But he was just like, "Oh, I just don't buy it yet. You know, it's round 8," and just sort of shitting on us a bit. And he's saying that the players don't look switched on. I think from what I'm watching, I think the Pies have just had a bit of momentum, capitalised a little bit. You know, I'm not watching this necessarily thinking they look like they don't want it. But he just, I don't know, he says some funny stuff. But yeah, we need to start winning the midfield because we're just getting beaten in that area of the game at the moment. Come on, Days. Get on the sauce, mate. I just had a cuppa. It's that sort of day. It's a Tetley's and chip sort of day. Imagine intercept marks, but it's out of bounds. Favourite chip flavour? Honey soy. What am I munching on? I got some nuts. Also got some corn chips here. Harms. Bit of a shallow inside 50. Tom Sparrow nearly holds. Still side bottom. Handballs to Petrarca. Ball comes out in the tackle. And here go the rebounding Pies. They've tidied up their kicking this term. And they're rebounding really well. Thomas, thumping kick inside 50. Petty worked under it. Hunt does the mopping up. To May, who hits Sparks. He gets up and down the pitch. As well as anyone else on our team, Spargo. Gone, big mark over Lynch. Short kick to Fritter. This is a kick. Clayton Oliver just had his head ripped off. Kados, have you always gone for the D's? Nah, I went for I was just going to make up a story about how I swapped sides after they started performing bad. Nah, always been for the D's. Because that story wouldn't make sense. I was going to say, oh yeah, I went for Carlton early and then changed when they got bad, but why would you change to the D's? So, yeah, always been a D's man. Between 2008 2009, I threatened to go Freo mode. I just loved the way the Dockers went about it. And my mum and dad were like, you're kidding yourself, champ. So I stayed with the D's and it got harder from there, but they've been exciting this year, the last 10 weeks. Clayton Oliver mungs some of his set shots. Kicking from a tough angle. Didn't mung it, but he's missed. What are your feelings on Geelong, asks Louise. They look alright, the Catters, don't they? I think they've played some pretty shocking footy this year at times. But then they performed when they need to perform. And when you see the good and the bad in the Cats, you just know that they'll probably get it right when they need to. So yeah, have full faith that the Cats will be there when the whips get cracking. Well done, Harrison Petty. Well done, Harrison Petty. Good tackle. How much do you hate Richmond? I don't hate Richmond at all. I've loved seeing them succeed. It gives me hope. I used to go to the Tigers D's bottom of the table clashes in like 2008, 2009 to 2010, 2011. And they were always really even. So to see the Tigers do it gives me faith that we can potentially do it. Good tackle, Jaden Hunt. We've stepped up our physicality and our pressure here the end of this term, but we don't want to leak any more goals. I wouldn't have thought. Oh, Lynch taps down to Degoe. Spirals out. McCreary shrugs off Oliver. Our Pies are walking it in at the moment. Frustrating. That was a great goal, though. We wrestled back a little bit of momentum at the end of this term, and it would have been good to sort of kick a couple they've been on top all term, but only look like a goal or two on the scoreboard. But they've kicked another, which is really handy. Really handy snag. What a goal. They're up by 14 points. The Pies, I would not want to concede any more here, to be honest, this term. They are dominating the midfield clearances, which can sometimes happen for us. May, good intercepting mark. Come on, D's. 4 minutes to go in the second. Firmly on the back foot at the moment. Great mark, Maxi gone. Thoughts on Oliver? He looks like a flog. I love him. Love the way he goes about it. We need a bit of mongrel in the side. Too often we've been the beta team and just been bitched, to be honest. So I love a little bit of swagger, a little bit of mongrel. Max Lynch. Maynard. Really important couple of minutes here. That's out in the full. That was out on the full. Referee. They didn't pay it and they got an inside 50 and a stoppage inside 50. Come on, Days. It's either holding the ball or holding the man. They've given holding the ball and DeGoey plays on from 50. It's coming. Oh, Jesus. Come on, Days. Petrarca, clean pick up. Can't hit the handball to Fritsch. Not the pressure we normally see by the D's. There's normally tackles galore and physical pressure. We can't get our hands on it. And everything's working for the Pies at the moment. Hunt, good intercept mark. Kicks it to Neil Bullen. Gives a quick handball. Sparrow kicks wide. Who's this? Is this Langdon? Can't cleanly pick it up. He can't pick it up at all. Hoskin Elliott. Oh, God, that was sloppy. Mychek down the line. Salem keeps it in. Gives to Hunt. Well done, Jaden Hunt. Salem, cool, calm and collected. Great switch inside the middle. Brayshaw finds Oliver. He's got a paddock here. This is the kick. Clayton Oliver. It's a bit high. Roughhead clears it out for a big bad spoil. Damn. Come on, D's. I want a couple of late ones before half time. It's funny. Every D supporter, we've built a lot of trust over the last 13 weeks with this side, but being 15 down at half time gives you memories of like, your team doesn't come back from this. You know? Yeah, it's crazy. Tom Sparrow slaps it over to Cos, who got tackled as he kicked and he's missed. He's missed everything. Went out on the full. 2 minutes to go in the half. Trailed by 15. Dacos. That is way too easy. Max Lynch. Come on, D's. Midfield really need to start going. Max Lynch kicks forward. Harrison Petty. Can't mark. May. Langdon. Salem. Cool, calm and collected. Hits Petrarca on the wing. Come on, Tees. A minute 30 to go on this second. We really need one. He's just turned it over to John Noble in the middle, which is a dangerous place to turn it over because the Pies sometimes flick the switch and go quick. But they don't now. They slow it down. Goes backwards to Pendles on the half-back line. He goes wide. A minute left of this term. Moore grabs it and penetrates it almost inside 50 from the defensive 50. Hibbard, great tackle. McCreary, chip over the top to DeGoey, and he'll have a shot with a minute to go in the half. This isn't good. The go is missed. God, that could have been bad. Nate Yo, props to you, man. I've been killing it on social media, inspiring to see you put yourself out there doing so well. I really appreciate that, big fella. End-to-end football gets put on Tom Sparrow's head, and he gets absolutely killed. Oh, we get another shot on the siren. Tom Sparrow. We've had 2 shots on the siren. He had to go quickly before people went and got back on the line. But now everyone's back on the line. Come on, Tommy. Tom Sparrow, he's going to drop punt at half-time. Nah, he's munged it. That's a poor half by the D's. It was a poor quarter, to be honest. We're ticking along all right in the first quarter, but yeah, that was really disappointing to end the half the way we did. Fake Twisty there. Yeah, I don't think Twisty would ever say, "Hey, Kados." Count the Pies. They've started super, super impressively. Yeah. D's will come back. And I hope so. I hope we do. It'd be frustrating if we don't, but yeah, we got outworked there. Frustrating. I might turn the TV down a bit. All right, what's everyone saying? What's everyone got for me? Max Lynch competing well. He's competing really well. Azar says D's second halves have been good. Yeah, I hope so. You never know with the D's though. They've built a lot of trust so far this season, but yeah, sometimes it can be a little bit nerve-wracking. Please send Sam Wiedemann back to the VFL. I can't believe we're playing at Collingwood level. Tell them to wake up after a 10-day rest. Yeah, competes hard, the Weed. Doesn't get on the scoreboard, which can be a little bit frustrating. Yeah, Collingwood level. Yeah, well, the Pies, I was sort of talking in the first quarter how they had like a 4 or 5 minute patch where we couldn't get it out of their half. And they had a little bit of control, and that's not how they played that second term. It was just winning it out of the clearance and walking it in, which can happen to the D's sometimes. Sometimes we just lose midfield stoppages, like the midfield clearances, and it gets really, really frustrating when teams walk it out, which can happen. And you'd expect the middle of the ground to be the place where we dictate the most, but it's not. So it's frustrating. Some of the supply they got was real easy, sort of walking it out. Not ones where it's like getting tackled and you're bombing it over your head, or a half smother which goes forward, gives your defenders something to defend. They were walking it out at patches that term, so a little bit frustrating. Kicks inside 50 haven't been clean. Yeah, a little bit sloppy. Maybe that's what BT was on about, saying how I think he was just stirring the pot, saying, oh, look like they're eyeing off the bye. Look at this, I thought he was just stirring the pot a bit, but I think overall we've been sloppy. The D's always choke first, but switch on the second half. Who else agrees? Annette. I hope so. I bloody hope so. Flynn Wheatley, $1.50. Love hard hours. Good on you, Flynn. I appreciate the support, big fella. Petrarca is underrated. He's very, very handy for us. I don't know where we'd be without the great man. Who do you reckon has been the best player so far for the D's? Petrarca or Oliver have been trying pretty hard. Backline's been a little bit off. Forward line's been super off. Who is better, Cozzy or Walsh? Yeah, Cozzy's got that one for mine. I'm joking. Sammy Walsh is better than a lot of players in the competition, to be fair. Melissa, I'm playing AFL Evolution and I'm doing the D's versus Pies and Melbourne is winning. Unbelievable. Maybe we flick that game on instead of watching this one. That might be the better option. What are your thoughts on Ben Brown? He's a goal kicker. He was kicking 2 and 3 every time he played for us. He is a goal kicker. So he doesn't crush packs like Sammy Weed. Like against the Bulldogs, Sam Wiedemann was involved in 4 or 5 goals where he should have marked it, but once it hit the ground, Cos, Spargo, James Jordan were at his feet and finished some really important goals. So that gives me a half tick for Sam Wiedemann. But Ben Brown, he does mark a couple and he does kick straight and he does kick him. So he's a more reliable goal kicker, but in the scheme of the team, I think Sam Wiedemann does slot in a little bit better. It's tough. It's a good problem to have, though. Love me some Spargo, the only player at the moment giving it all. Petrarca, too many disposals. Intercepted, says Alan, who's chipped in the $5. Good operator on Twitter, Alan. Yeah, no, well, how frustrating was it, Alan? Some of the handballs intercepted. Like, we've got this sort of chain, this link up going end to end, and we just handball it straight to like a... Sorry, a bit of corn chip. We'd handle to like a Braden Maynard or Pulsar running through. It was, frustrating. Should Chandler Parsons be in the senior side, and also should Spark be dropped? No, I think Spargo's serviceable, really serviceable. And I think Cade Chandler, I think he's what Spargo was a couple of years ago. He could come in and be all right, but he's not running up the field and doing defensive acts and then running down the field and hitting people up inside 50. So I think Spargo's really, really important. And probably a little bit more, mature experience than Sparks. But I'm keen to see Cade Chandler and like Toby Bedford. He's someone who, when we drafted him, he was the next like pressurised forward for us. And he can't crack into the side. So there's a couple of players in the forward line who play for our twos who could and should be playing. Swoop Luke is better than you. Swoop Luke is unreal. We love Swoop Luke here. He'd be stoked at the moment with that first half. Call me trying. No, I don't want to. Can't be calling me trying. He'll tell me how bad my team is. Dusty or Wiedemann? Yeah, tough one there, Aiden. Tough one. I think if you go on stats, Weed every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Love you, Kados. Love you too, big fella. Who's your favourite player for the Pies? We love Callum Brown. Also love... Who else do I get around? Dacos is exciting. There's a few of them. Fake Twisty's back. Port or Collingwood? Both the same. I like them both the same. What team are you most worried about in the finals? All of them. All of them are going to be ridiculously OP. So, anyone who makes the 8 and we have to verse, I'm genuinely terrified. I don't think there's an easy team in there. If you got someone asked, if you got someone to pick from Collingwood to come to Melbourne, who would you pick? Oh boy, well Darcy Moore is a talent. He would be so handy. But we almost have a couple Darcy Moores for us. Tough. Who would I pick? I like Steel Sidebottom for some outside class, but he's only got a couple of years left, you feel. John Noble's so handy. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we need a big key forward, and I'm not sure there's too many that I have to choose from the Pies, so maybe Darcy Moore. How are we winning? Asked Stephen. Dominated that quarter. I thought the D's were gone are the days of letting teams have 6-7 goal quarters against us. We used to do that consistently between 2018 and last year. Each team would get a quarter where the D's just concede 6 in a row. And we really haven't done it that much this year, to be honest. So, yeah, it was frustrating that the Pies were able to. Who would I get from Carlton to join Melbourne? Harry Mackay would be handy. Very, very handy. That would be my pick. Put more down forward. No one has tried that yet. He's actually handy down forward, but he's ridiculous as a backman. Do some more goal recreation, says Georgie. Yeah, I'll have to. I absolutely love doing the goal recreation. Would you replace Darcy Moore over Stephen May? No, I wouldn't. I'd find a way to have them both in the team. Do I like Oscar MacDonald? Yeah. I love the big O. How does he not get a game? Favourite Hawks player? Warple. Love Mitch Lewis. I'd love him at the D's. Do more food inventors. Maynard is an absolute bull. Yeah, he would be so handy. He's someone I'd almost want. Reckon the D's will come back? I bloody hope so. If we don't, it's going to be a long stream. Thoughts on Cozzy? Such an exciting prospect and talent. Doesn't quite finish his work as much as we'd like to at the moment, but he's 19. He'll come good. Cody, etc. Code ETC. Absolutely shitting myself, big dog. How are you feeling? We did it last week against the Lions. I just hope we've got the game back on our terms really early in this third quarter. If we're 20 points down at 3/4 time, or even worse, if it gets out more, I'll be really, really gutted. So this term will be everything. It's so important that we get the game back on our terms as quickly as possible, and especially on the scoreboard. I don't want to see us dominate inside 50s and be winning the territory battle, not letting it out our forward half, but not score. I hate playing at the SCG. I feel like, it's just so little. But yeah, I hope we convert really early, get the game back, and then we'll see what happens from there. But I am a little bit nervous as well, big fella. But I felt worse last week against the Lions. I was really concerned that game could get blown out, and we did it against them. So I have a little bit more faith this week. $311 are joining us. Hopefully everyone's well. Is Collingwood my second favourite team? They're up there. Have I rated Sam Wiedemann this year? He's been... If this was a school test, I'd give him a C. Which in Australia is like pass, isn't it? Give him a C. But I don't think we can get into this habit of like putting Sam Wiedemann in and then taking him out, and putting him in and taking him out. He's 23, 24. It's starting to click for him a little bit. It sort of seems like that time in his career where he just needs to stay in there. But then again, we have options in the VFL, so it's a bit of a tough one. He's also, like, I heard the debrief lads talk about how we've gifted a lot of players 80, 100, 120 games. Over our, 15-year patch of not making finals, there was a lot of players that got 4 or 5 years of consistent footy who weren't performing. And it's funny to see a Sam Wiedemann who does perform and still doesn't get a crack because of the standard we've set now for players coming through. So like a Tom Sparrow and James Jordan get 30s every week in the twos and sometimes still don't even get a game. So that's the standard and that's the culture we've taken 8-9 years to get into our footy club. So a Sam Wiedemann deserves a gig most weeks, but doesn't always crack in into the side. So it's a tough one where it's like, the standard's so high for him that he needs to perform a little bit better. But he hasn't been bad. It's tough. I'm just excited for him to really unleash and be a real consistent AFL footballer, which I don't think is far away at all. Who's better, Grundy or Gawn? Grundy is going to have an amazing AFL career. He's going to be a very good multiple All-Australian Brownlow chance sort of player. But I think Gawn is a better ruckman right now. I think the way Max Gawn marks around the ground separates him from all the other ruckmen. Nick Nat doesn't even do the big contested clunk sort of defensively, or I don't know, they're different players. That's like comparing Cozzy Pickett and Braden Maynard, sort of like one's solid and one's, quite fancy and does like the X Factor type stuff, which Nick Nat does. But yeah, Gawn, who consistently takes big clunks, it just separates him from mine. But in saying that, we don't get dominance in the midfield stoppages, and that's something I'd really love him to tidy up. And if he could tidy it up this term, that would be super handy. How do Melbourne always joke to Collingwood? I assume you mean lose to Collingwood, and I don't know, the Pies have been a pretty good team for a long time. But we got a lift. What's Goody saying? Come on, Days. Got to be better here. Got to be better this half. Really important 5-minute patch. Really important 5-minute patch for mine. Buildup chips in with the $2. Says, let's go. Let's go. Critical 10-minute patch. Is Oscar Brownless going to be a good player? Yeah, I reckon he is a good player. He's playing in a good team, but I think from what I've heard, he goes all right in the VFL. It's just the Cats are a pretty hard team to crack into. Needs a bit more developing, I think. All right, here we go. Second half about to kick off. The D's are down by 16 points. They were holding on for dear life in that second term. The Pies have been all over them from the first quarter onwards, and this is an important little patch. Jamie Elliott gets the clearance. Hibberd and Thomas. Thomas keeps it in. Well done, Jake Lever. A woeful kick. Horrendous kick, Jake Lever. Turns it over in the middle of the ground. John Noble does some mopping up. And an inside 50 for the Pies. And an uncontested mark to Josh Thomas. Holy dooly. Joshy Thomas to give him a 20-point lead. He's not made the distance. And Jake Lever punches it through on the goal line. 17 points. The Pies are in front. This has not been a Melbourne Footy Club performance so far. What was that by Hibberd? Handball to a flat-footed May. He's done really well. Luke Jackson marks on the wing. Moore just pummels him over. How do you get photos on your live stream like this? I use OBS. Go Hunty. Couldn't kick, so he handballs to Oliver. Usually clean is Brayshaw. Hits Maxi Gorn up. Come on, D's. Here we go. Josh Thomas came from my footy club. He's a gun, Joshy Thomas. He's real handy. Lowered the eyes well, Gussie Bray, and hit Gorn. I'm a bit cold. I might have to chuck me hoodie on. Gorney lining up. Tough angle. Looks great off the boot. Maxi Gorn. Come on, D's. Come on. Got to start winning it out of the middle here. Blue Skyscraper. Hey, Kados. I don't know if you're going to see this, but I love your vids, and I've been watching you since 2018. And And we'll keep watching you. By the way, your vids are undoubtedly... your best vids are undoubtedly the Goal Recreations and the Evo vids. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Blue Skyscraper. Really appreciate the kind words. Really appreciate your support as well. Yeah, I love making those sort of videos. So knowing that you guys get around them is unreal. Jake Lever came from my footy club. Max Gorn says he's 6'10", but is he really? Yeah, he's 210 centimetres? Or 209 centimetres or something? He's massive. Come on, D's. Lukey Jackson now in the ruck. The bounce didn't favour Lukey Jackson. DeGoey. How'd he get rid of that? He hasn't. Yes! Come on, boys. Good boy, James Harms. Come on, D's. Get it deep inside 50. Harmsy. Kicks long. Quainer marks. Got to bring those to ground. Side bottom has it at half back line. The D's grids seems to be set up pretty well. DeGoey gets it. Handballs. Elliott. Pendlebury. Good link up here. Josh Thomas. Kick just hits the deck. And now Hibbard tries to mop it up. Taps it forward to Hunt. To Neil Bullen. Hunt gets it. Handballs to Salem. Goes to Harms. Handballs over the top. Hunt runs on. He can't pick it up. Oh, he finally picks it up. He couldn't pick it up from the back line all the way through to the forward line. It's a dangerous tackle. He got slung on his head. It wasn't the most... The action was more dangerous than the result. He didn't quite hit his head on the carpet. More landed on his shoulder, but... Hunt finds Brayshaw. And he runs in and kicks it so out on the full. It's ridiculous. Come on, D's. Oh, DeGoey. DeGoey's been enormous. DeGoey has been enormous in the midfield. Neil Bullen. Oliver. Oh, Maynard. Pies are looking good. Well done, Harms. Kicks inside 50. Come on, Tommy. To ground level. Good boy, Fritter. Oh, they've mopped it up well. The Pies almost. Brayshaw. Oh, he kicks to Gawn and Fritsch, who both leave it. Ah, come on, D's. Gawn takes it out of the ruck, but then gives it to no one. DeGoey has been everywhere. They have had some dumped kicks out of the midfield and out of the back line that just land in their lap. Side bottom has it. On the wing. Oh, nearly a great kick. May comes through. Picks it up. Come on, D's. Langdon. This is the kick. What a kick to Gorney. Come on, D's. He's got Tom MacDonald floating in. Gives it a lot of air. And it's out on the full. 2 out on the fulls. This is what I was talking about at half time. I don't want us to dominate the play but not finish. That's what we're doing at the moment a little bit. 2 out on the fulls. A kick to the top of the goal square that could have been swallowed by Gawn or Fritsch have gone begging. So getting the games on our terms, but we just got to finish our work. Gorney, Mark, gives to May. Kicks to the pocket. Petrarca marks, plays on. And kicks the goal. Come on, D's. That's better. That's much better. Jeez, when he played on Maynard, I thought he might get mowed down, but did he think it was touched? He sort of played on without, I don't know. And then he had, was it Hunty or Fritter in the goal square? Good work, D's. Back in it now. But it's that sort of stuff that Gorney does. He does that intercept marking. That's Tom MacDonald in the goal square. Sorry, my TV's blue. Gorney does that intercept marking at the top of the 50 to be able to rebound it back. That's such an important contest. He drops that. Pies could be away. Langdon. Intercepted by Maynard, who goes quickly to Max Lynch. Pendles to Jamie Elliott. Turns and goes. Rantel. Can't mark. Rivers. Ties him up all right. James Jordan comes through. And like a polished footballer, cleans up the mess. But we've stuffed it up here in the Pies. Trying to go forward. McCreary. A lot of pressure here by the D's, which is good. Jeez, they mucked that up a bit, the Pies. Caden, go 7 HD if your TV's blurry. This is an old, like one of those first digital TVs. Like it's probably about 10 years old, but it doesn't have HD, I don't think. It's got digital channels, but it doesn't have like 1 HD. It doesn't have like 9 HD and stuff. It's frustrating. So I just got to watch it on the blurry sort of digital signal. Petrarca. Shocking handball. For him to get the ball was amazing, but then the handball was awful. Moore going the switch. Come on, D's. Bianco drops it. Ball up. Hoskin Elliott thought he marked it. Filthy Productions back pocket plugger is better than Access All Areas. I love Access All Areas. Cozzy getting held around the contest. They gave it to him. Come on, D's. Get the scoreboard ticking over. We need this. Coz 55 out. There's just players everywhere for the Pies in defence. Coz can't hit the target. Or can he? James Jordan apparently was touched. Harms on the left. Top of the goal square, Main. Dropped it. That was a great tackle by Sammy Weed. Bailey Fritz over his head. Come on. Great tackle, Sam Wiedemann. Well done. Could have been holding the ball potentially. They probably thought it was knocked out in the tackle. Fritter does the Thilthorpe. Mungs it over his head. That's a goal. An HD TV is like 170 from JB. Should invest. Oh, yeah, I absolutely should. I just don't watch TV at all. Always watch things on my laptop. I'm watching KO, watching YouTube. I never watch... Like, if the Sunday footy show's on, I get my laptop and go to my room and watch live TV on my laptop. So I don't use TV. So whenever I do my live streams, instead of having KO and the live stream all coming out of the one laptop, it can sometimes overcook the heater a little bit. Overcook the heater. It can sometimes overcook the laptop and create like some buzzing noises that I don't like. So I pull out one of my old TVs, which sits in the shed. So that's, yeah. So I should invest, but I just don't use it enough to even think about it. Oh, I do play a bit of PlayStation on them. Could be a good investment. Couple more super chats and I'll get a TV. Still side bottom, gets the ball, goes to Elliott. They're lining up here. Tagoe, who's been best on for the Pies today, gives to Pulsar, who has a shot to get the lead back. And I think he's missed. No, he's got the point, so it's all even. 46 apiece. May to Trent Rivers. Scores are now level. It should pop up on the stream. I think the scoreboard's working now. Poulter on the wing has missed his boot. The D's are cracking in now. The D's are really starting to crack in now. James Jordan gets a free for below the legs. It's a little bit stiff on Maynard, I think. The pressure's gone up for the D's. James Jordan, long kick. Tom MacDonald got blocked out of it. And they've called it. He's trying to run at the ball and they should have just... I know the Pies defender was probably trying to protect Darcy Cameron from getting cleaned up, but he made it way too obvious. It was Jordan Roughhead. He could have just kept pushing him out of it, but Tom MacDonald was trying to cut in and make the contest, so he sort of tugged on him a little bit. That was frustrating. I was like, Tommy Mack, that's a free. Could have disguised a little bit better. Tommy Mack lining up to give us a 6-point lead. He's hit the post. Come on, D's. Darcy Moore. Great kick to the wing. Hoskin Elliott marks. Very easy relieving kick from the back line. Go short to side bottom. The Pies have 6 or 7 or 8 really handy players. More to Hoskin Elliott to side bottom. No weak links in that chain. So it's crazy that they had a bit of a shocking year so far when a fair chunk of their list is really, really high-end talent. Obviously, they got a lot of youth now who are all finding their feet. So that sort of makes sense. But Harrison Petty, relieving kick wide. Brayshaw, great mark. They didn't call the first one in the second term, which was out on the full. And they let it be a mark. And that one was similar, and they called it out in the full. Frustrating. Oliver has it, half back line, kicks down the line. Big, tall timber in the contest, and Weed's been out-muscled by Moore. It's tough. Why can't Tommy Mack go on Moore? And now they're switching it really, really well here. Side bottom. Doesn't have a heap of options. Gets to Maxi Lynch. Back to side bottom. Their first real inside 50 look here, the Pies. This term. May. Darcy Cameron's tried to claim May's mark. How has he tried to claim that? What? May marked the ball, and then Darcy Cameron slapped it out of his hands. It was like May had it for a split second, and then Darcy Moore's come through to tap it, and then it's gone up in the air because he's spoilt May, and then he's marked it and claimed it, and they've given it. It wasn't... Wow, this is for the Pies to have the lead. He's kicked it. Frustrating. Yeah, it wasn't one of those ones, I didn't think, that was 7 or 8 hands to it, and then it bounces up and the person marks it. It was May had it for we're talking milliseconds here, but sort of 2 motions. It was a 2-motion mark by Cameron, sort of tap it out of May's hand and claim it. But they've got the goal and the Pies are back in front. That wasn't a mark. Bad call. Bad call. You can't give him that. Shouldn't have been paid. You guys are sort of similar view to mine. It just didn't seem as disguised as other marks where they do pay that sort of stuff. When there's a big pack mark and there's 3 or 4 hands to it at the same time and then they pay it, that makes sense. But it's close. It is close. It's not like a howler, but it was a little bit surprising. Yeah, Chris Johnson saying May had 2 hands to it. And then, yeah, that's all right. Come on, D's, down by 5. Good response by the Pies. Oh, Main. That was way too easy. Jaden Hunt, good mark. Good little kick to Salem. Gets to Petrarca. Kicks inside 50. Come on, D's. Wade, well done. Brings it to ground. Spargo. In and under. Jackson. Moore does the mopping up. Oh, DeGoey has been enormous today. Marked by Salem. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous now, guys. Even though we're down by 20 points at the half, I was still cool, calm, and collected. But started this third, and Lukey Jackson, great tackle on Noble, and Spargo goes straight over to Sam Wiedemann and said, "It's not been your day. You're on the best defender in the comp, but to get that fist in and bring it to ground so we can apply the pressure was massive." I thought it was another contest inside 50 where the Weed is a step behind. It hasn't been kicked to him. Another mark. But no, Sam Wiedemann put the fist in, went to ground level, and that's when Charlie Spargo does his best work, and that's where Lukey Jackson gets involved. So please finish this, Luke. Oh, it's beautiful. Well done, D's. That was important. That was really important. You're so far behind. Come on, Zachary. Yeah, I'll fix that. Next stream I'll do low latency, which means I should be only 10 seconds behind. Yeah, I was, starting to get real nervous there, and I still am. I'd like a couple, which doesn't guarantee you anything but a bit of breathing space, but yeah, well done, Sam Wiedemann. Crashed the pack once again. I love it. He's been worked over all day by Roughhead and Darcy Moore. So that was really handy. Come on, D's. To go again out of the middle. A real easy clearance. May's getting held. He got held. Well done, Trent Rivers. Does the mopping up beautifully. He tried to go the one-hander because he was getting held. James Jordan, nothing silly here, brother. Good boy down the line. Come on, Weed. Good contest. Oh, DeGoey, what a monster. Oh, well done. Good contest all round. D's lead by a point. 5 minutes to go in the third term. It's a close contest, and the Pies have come to play. Come on, D's. Harms. Good kick. Neil Bullen, come on. Good kick to Petrarca. Now Moore's up. So it means Moore... Oh, he's kicked it on the full. Come on. Got to be better than that. We have Darcy Moore up on Christian Petrarca. It means we're, either Tommy Mack or... Oh, he's taken out... He took out his legs. Well done, Harrison Petty. Good footy. Yeah, Darcy Moore's up on the mark, so it means you can, Tommy Mack or Weed, someone's free. Or Lukey Jackson, someone's free. But yeah, Petrarca went back and kicked it out in the full. Side bottom picks up from the boundary. Grubbing kick inboard. Elliott takes on a couple, gives it to Poulter, top of the square. He's munged it, the big fella. I wonder what Caden MacDonald would look like if he had Cookson's hair, says Mac. The shaved head, yeah. Shocking miss there, mate. Yeah, Poulter. Should have finished that. It's all even. They're keeping us to a really low score so far. Come on, D's. Good chain from here. Jordan. Sparrow comes through and sees it out. Come on, D's. All even. 4 minutes to go in this third term. We fought back really well here, but the Pies are still pressing. They've been really impressive today for mine. Gone. Slap down to Oliver. Too fancy. Use your legs, Clary. We got the perfect chance to kick. He tried to take on Poulter. And then, yeah, great tackle, Caleb Poulter. Damn, frustrating. That's a real good look at your half forward. Top of your half forward. Real good look inside 50. Oh, great mark, Jake Lever. Nothing silly here. Nothing silly. Don't go backwards. Good boy. Down the line. Good kick. Good deep kick. Free kick, Gorney. Now, this is where Clayton Oliver should have had the penetrating inside 50 kick. But now it's gone. So we'll get a good look at it. Nice inside 50. He's looking for Petrarca. It's not going to go there. Cozzy needs to fly. And he had 3 to beat and he gets smacked over. Hi, Kados, says Kyan. Worst thing about being a D's fan, Kados. Raf Gaming, let's go Melbourne. Let's go Melbourne. Kados with Bailey Smith, imagine. The big mullet, the big blonde mullet. Dangerous tackle. Clayton Oliver got thrown on his head. That was a big slinging one. Oh, he got absolutely manhandled, Clayton Oliver. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been real bad. He's not great at his set shots, Clary. He's not great. Really important kick end of this third term to get a little bit of breathing space. It'll only be a 6-point lead if he kicks it. Has not been accurate with his set shots all year. 45 out. He's missed. Why even take the kick at this point? That is so frustrating. Just fake the injury and let Tommy Mack slot it. Come on, D's. Main. Going down the line. Gone, spoil. Rantel keeps it in. So does side bottom. But he kicks it to Hibbard. Goes to Petrarca. He's going to get caught. And he does get caught. 2 or 3 ran and got him. And now they're off. Side bottom. Hits up Elliott. Top of the 50. Don't know what he's doing. He's sort of assessing his options. Jamie Elliott. Low spearing kick. My check marks. Far out. This would be massive for the Pies. Been on the back foot most of this third term, and to pinch the lead by a goal going into the last would be enormous. My check lining up. Beautiful kick. 30 seconds to go till 3/4 time, and my check's giving him the lead. Damn it. Frustrating. Done a lot of hard work this term. Damn. This is going to be a thriller. I reckon the Pies are up for the fight for the full 4. This is going to be a close contest. Damn. Brody Mychek's awesome. He's an awesome player. Last clearance of the quarter. And Gawn to Oliver. Back to Gawn. Flicks one out to Rivers. Lowers the eyes and hits Spargo. 24 seconds to get a real late one here. We've had goals on the siren every term so far. Spargo. Oh, Lukey Jackson can't mark. It's belted over the fence. Throw in the D's 50 with 14 seconds to go. See what they can do. Come on, D's. We're not going to get a shot. The tackling on the Pies have been good. Couple of times, Christian Petrarca's tried to sell some candy. Clayton Oliver's tried to sell some candy. So the Pies have been enormous. They're up by 5 points with a quarter to go. Oh, I might put my hood on. This is not how I saw the game going. I thought before Buckley got sacked, and I'm looking at like round 6, round 7. I'm looking at this game going, for once we might actually have a bit of a nice victory on Queen's birthday, because we never seem to. If we win, it's quite close. We never seem to run away with it, and I've been to plenty of Queen's birthday games where we get absolutely killed. So I was sort of eyeing this one off a few weeks ago, going, geez, this could be our chance to really punish the Pies for once. And once Buckley got sacked start of the week, it was like a roll of the eyes. Of course it happens this week. Of course it happens. Because teams obviously lift for their coach, or, when something like that happens. So, it was a bit of a roll of the eyes. Geez, the Pies are going to be hard to beat this week. I still thought we could grind them down. Over 4 quarters, we could grind them down, get to a 30 or 40 point win. But right now, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think this is, if the D's are going to win it, it's going to be tight. It's going to be real tight. So, a little bit nervous now, boys. Parker. Hey, Caden, I recently started my own YouTube channel and I don't know how to grow fast. Do you have any advice? I'd say pump out the TikTok content or like break down your videos into smaller clips to put on TikTok, because the algorithm on TikTok makes you grow ridiculously easily. It's just a great platform where your videos get viewed by heaps of people. So, I'd be making your YouTube videos into small 10, 20-second clips and chucking them up on TikTok. I reckon that might help. Kados, why don't you do that? I'm lazy. I'm really lazy. The good fellas, I'm a Pie supporter and I'm on the edge of my seat, very tight, like a tiger. Tight like a toiger. Yeah, mate, I'm very, very nervous. The Pies have been enormous all day. I felt like we owned that term, but Mychek to finish from the boundary was really, really important. So it's coming down to the midfield, to be honest, and you guys have been dominating us all day. We got a little bit of control in that third, but if we're seeing the Pies walk it out the way they've done it at the start, it's going to be an uphill battle for the D's. Declan Maher. D's are getting a lot of frees. Well, it's not helping. It's absolutely not helping us. Calm down on the chewing. What, you want me to swallow the corn chip? Just swallow it whole. What do you expect me to do? I could move the mic back, but God. Annette, Clary's taking on too many players. Yeah, Petrarca did that as well. A little bit in that term. Sort of try and sidestep when they could just use their legs, get it on the boot. Can see the Pies getting over the line for Buckley in his last game. Melbourne's defence doesn't look as switched on as it normally does. Yeah, the Pies have been using it really, really well. Especially, going inside 50, they tidied it up a little bit. I don't know what I'm talking about. What am I talking about? What am I saying? Pies have been good. That's what I'm trying to say. Come on, dude. Nathan Buckley's last ever address to the Collingwood Football Club. He's loved this club for so long. Been a good contributor. And this is his last address to rally the troops and try and pull off one of the biggest upsets of the year. I'm going for the Pies just because of Bucks. Sorry, Caden. That's fair, Fletch. Isn't Nathan Buckley not coaching Collingwood anymore? Yeah, he's not. This is his last three-quarter time address. This is his last quarter of coaching the Pies. Come on, D's. Last quarter, we've been given a massive shake-up by the Pies. And now it all comes down to this. Can we get over the line? Come on, D's. I'm nervous. Going to Oliver. To Sparrow. Holding the ball. Yeah, their tackling and pressure has been amazing. Come on, D's. I'm nervous. I am nervous. That's not 15. John Noble going inside 50 for the Pies. Jake Levy gets pushed in the back. Come on, D's. We can do it. We can do it. Jakey Lever. Kicks wide. Been really impressed with Isaac Quainer in the air. Very, very impressive. He's taken, I'm going to guess, 3 or 4 intercept marks today. And he kicks it deep inside 50 for the Pies again. Gone, good spoil. Lever at ground level. Goes to Hibbard. Handballs to Petty. Cool, calm and collected. Dumping kick. Got to make a contest out of this, otherwise it'll be coming back just as quickly as it came out. Gone, another dumping, clearing kick. Lower the eyes and run it out by hands, or spot someone because it's coming back. Quainer, top of the square, dangerous looking footy here. Lever, great spoil. McCreary off the back foot, shoots. It goes through for a point. Melbourne have lost, I reckon, says Hexo YouTube. Don't say that, Hexo. They've been good though, the Pies. Hibbard kicks down the line. Fritsch drops what he should have taken. Jeez, they're just desperate here, the Pies. Little handballs, little... That's not a mark. Mychek has a shot. He's missed. Oh my God. They are getting a plethora of chances. And some bloke wants to flog his casino coins. Come on, D's. Fritter. Another dropped mark. Maynard. Magin. Another inside 50. We are just conceding territory here. Harrison Petty to Brayshaw. Goes out of bounds. Golly, gosh. Sorry, Kados. You're right, Hexo. Do you have the big freeze beanie? I do. Oh, Clayton Oliver just gets taken out. They are sniping Oliver today. Got the beanie. It's a good beanie this year. Probably the best one so far. Come on, D's. It's been living in the Pies forward 50 this whole term. Max Lynch tries to get boot to ball. John Noble kicking backwards. They're looking for the switch. Just the control from the Pies at the moment, folks. They have all the control. Noble. Oh my God. This is crazy. That is the easiest end-to-end footy you'll see. Noble, that kick inside down the corridor was brilliant. Jordan De Goey just sniping Clayton Oliver, you filthy pig. They've had a lot of chances, the Pies. Darcy Cameron lining up to give them a 2-goal lead. Start of the last. Darcy Cameron wanders in and kicks it. Frustrating. Yeah, I don't know what to say. We got to start winning it out the centre and got to do it soon. Got to start laying some tackles because it's getting close to slipping out of our hands at the moment. That was a brilliant play to Pendles in the middle. We're getting out-coached here, funnily enough. Pies are on again. He's turned it over to Rivers. Jesus. Rivers' kick is a shocker. Terrible kick. But he does well with the hand there. Trent Rivers follows that up beautifully. Got to make a contest here, Tommy. Cos. Oh, he didn't go too far. Oh. I don't think he really ran that far. I could see them about to call it, and I was like, I've seen them pay. Yeah, anyway. Well done, Trent Rivers. Oh, jeez, nerve-wracking. He ran too far. Maybe he did. Come on, D's. Down by 2 goals. 15 minutes left. Yeah, Isaac Quain has been really good today. Holding Collingwood. See, I think there's been that many the other way, which is frustrating. Pies. Going inside 50 again. Also pushing the back to Trent Rivers. Jamie Elliott picks it up. He's going to have a shot, Elliott. Smothered. Who was that? Ed Langdon, huge. Come on, D's. It's almost go time now. Got to start getting the game on your terms. But the Pies are hungry. Great tackle by Trent Bianco. I'm nervous here, folks. Max Lynch, kick from the stoppage. May palms it over for a point. 13 minutes to go in this term, and it's been all Collingwood. It has been all the Pies. Gorney got shoved out of that contest. They are dominating the ball at the moment. We can't get our hands on it. Hoskin Elliott. Goes down the line. Gone. Can't mark. Elliott. Tom Sparrow. Oh, Tom Sparrow is getting stiffed so hard. He's given away a couple of holding frees, and then he was getting held in the centre and it wasn't called, so he was really frustrated at the ump. And then there, I'm not even sure what happened. It sort of fell out and then he got a boot to it. Well, he handballs it and then kicks it. They're saying he didn't handball it. Tough one. Poor Sparrow. If he kicks this will be the game, Scott Pendlebury. I don't see us kicking heaps anytime soon. So Scott Pendlebury, with 30 minutes to go, could give the breathing room they need, and he slots it. Pies, I reckon, are going to be hard to beat from here. $19 points. It's not. It's a bit tough. It's not impossible, but it's a bit tricky. Come on, D's. D's needs to step up now and now only. Yeah, it's... I don't see it happening, though. The leg rope is... yeah. We've given them too much lead, is what I'm trying to say. Game over. Yeah. I think it might be. Pie's too good. Gone. Not a clearing kick at all. Goes higher than longer. Ed Langdon. Not clean at all with hands or foot. And the Pies will go again. They've got it. The Pies are home. Crisp running through the middle. Lowers the eyes and hits Elliott. Pies are home. I hate playing at the SCG. When we were going to play the Lions, they were thinking SCG or Giants, and I was rooting so hard for it to be at Giant Stadium. I just hate the small ground. Elliott lines up with a mongrel floating punt, and it's a point. Shocking performance today. Trent Rivers. Floating mongrel. Isaac Quainer has been amazing in the air. They got players everywhere, man. Hoskin Elliott, top of the 50. Lowers the eyes, short kick. Spills out the back. Rantel didn't dispose of it. And neither did Dacos. That's holding the ball. Come on. Come on, D's. Oh, Jamie Elliott, that's holding the ball. Ten minutes 30 to go. Down by 20 points. Don't have many gears today, the D's. Harms clear and kick. I don't think we've had many inside 50s this whole term. We can't get it out of our back half. Oh, Maynard trying to just bulldogs through. And he puts his knees in Fritter's head. They've been pretty dirty today. They've been super dirty. Come on, D's. Free kick, Luke Jackson. Come on. Luke Jackson kicks to the top of the square. Petrarca, ground level. Jordan tackled. Spargo overruns it. Sums up our day. Langdon, spot someone. You're not having the shot from there. Good kick. Quainer again. He wanted the high, didn't get it, so he fucking drove his body into the ground to get in the back. Oh, I hate that rule. That was soft. He's been really good, my man Quainer. Now he gets a 50. That's even softer. Get off, Harmsy. Get off the ground, mate. Come on. Isaac Quainer in the centre circle. Has players everywhere. Elliott, Pendles, lowers the eyes, misses the kick, and that's potentially out in the full off Elliott's foot. And now they're not going to put out in the full. No, it's probably not out in the full, to be honest, but I don't know why Pendle gets to change the umpire's call. So now they've changed the call. Throw in the Pies 50. Pendles has not got rid of the ball, referee. Just throw it in was above the knees. Yeah, it wasn't on the full, but it's just crazy that, I don't know, changed his mind. Trent Bianco inside 50. That's probably a free kick to my check. He was getting held. And then he absolutely nails James Jordan. Poor James Jordan cops it every game. We've got to start going, Hibbard. Come on, Days. Come on, Petrak. Gives to Trent Rivers. Going the handball to Cozzy, who gets taken out of bounds. No, we haven't got it going at all today. The Pies have been way too good. Way too good. How much longer? 8 minutes to go. Down by 4 goals. Well done, Jake Lever. What a mark. It's one of those ones where you probably just start flicking the switch now. You start going a bit kamikaze through the middle. If we lose by more, it probably doesn't matter. Geez, the marking down the ground has been really good by the Pies. Go Pies, says Jods and Jeezy's footy tips. Jake Lever again. Kick it, Oliver! Handball's backwards to Petrarca. Kick, boys. Neil Bullen. Well done, Cozzy. His set shots are a bit iffy too. Come on, Coz. Need this to have any sort of hope. We've done nothing all game. All quarter been flat as attack. This could spark something. Need this. Come on, Coz. It's not. You fucking kidding me? Damn it. Oh, umpire, you're a bitch. That was a good contest by Rivers. Might have knocked his head off, but let it go. Pies have taken the piss, to be honest. They wrestled it back really well at the end of that third term. They got a couple of goals. Lol, lol, lol. Maynard, big thumping kick inside 50. Oh, Jamie Elliott taps it in front. Handballs to the GOAT, who's been enormous all day. Kicks over his head. And now we've just got to go. We've just got to go now. It is mip time. It's go time, Cos. Good kick over the top to Langdon. That was, yeah, that was interference, frontal interference. Gives to Salem. Simply got to go. Turn and go, Hunty. Turn and go, brother. Here we go. Need to get this to ground. Sammy Weed. He got his arms chopped. Well done, Cos. Handball it to Fridge. He had Fridge running into an open goal and he went the dribbler. That is bang average footy. He was in two minds. Didn't want to have the shot, but... Jeez, they're just chipping it around. They've just kept the ball out of our hands all game. Come on, Brayshaw. Goes down the line. Well done, Petrarca. Good contest on side bottom. Goes long to the weed. Come on, Sam. Well done. Ed Langdon. John MacDonald chips in the $3. G'day, John. Hope you're well, mate. One of my cousins over in Ireland. Terrible game to chuck on. Johnny, we're getting done comprehensively. This is a big clearance, you feel. 2 goals down, 3 minutes to go. We almost need to be perfect to pull off something silly here, but you just don't feel like that's going to happen the way the Pies have played all day. Got to be clean and perfect from here. We've chucked Cozzy in the middle. I like that. We got to try something. And Gawn has tapped it down, not where Petrarca was running. How does that happen? Oh, Hunt got tackled without it. Come on, Hunty. Good tackle, Gussie. Come on, Hunty. Well done, Tommy. He handballed. Is it high? Tom Sparrow, he's had a howler of a day. Gets a chance to kick one inside 50 to reduce it to a goal with 3 minutes to 2.5 minutes to go. Get it in, Tommy. Get it in. He's kicked it to the wrong side of Jackson. He kicked it to the wrong side of him. They're trying. They're pressing. 2.5 minutes. Two minutes to go. We need 2 goals to pull off the miracle. Gone. Big mark there. 2 minutes to go. Get it in. We need some contests. Come on, Weed. We need some contests here. Ball gets brought to ground. Oliver hands to it. Madgen butters up. Can we get it out from here? Oliver handballs over the top. They've cleaned it up really well here, the Pies. They've cleaned it up really well. Pendles. Handball short. Cleaned it up really well. They're out. It's only going as far as Petty. Kicks in board to Hibbard. 1:30 to go. It's go time now. It's go time now. May. Goes to the feet of Hunt. Gets it to Langdon. Throws on the boot as he's tackled. It's out on the full, and the Pies are... Oh, Spargo got to that. Was it touched or out in the full? Show us what's going on. Stop putting it on the coaches. Nah, keep it on them for the rest of the telecast. A minute to go, 11 points in it. Let's just put it on the crowd. We don't want to watch the game. Oh, May, huge mark. Got to get it inside 50. Need 2 goals in a minute. May goes long. Did Braden Maynard mark that? They're going to hold on, the Pies. Damn. What a disappointing performance. "30 seconds left and Bucks, he's knocked off the top side in his last game. Maxi Lynch got one over the top, side bottom. They've done it. Far out. We haven't won a Queen's birthday in that long. We didn't play on Queen's birthday last year. We beat the Pies. Thought we could do it again this year, but we haven't. The Pies have won, and now still side bottoms. Is he having a shot on the siren? Once again, Channel 7 more interested in not showing the game. I guess he hasn't had the shot, considering we're not being shown it. So that's the game. Oh, no, he is having the shot. Thank you. Thanks for showing us. Steele lines up. He slotted it. Everything has gone right for the big Pies. Damn. Well, we've been absolutely rolled by a team that doesn't roll teams. That's frustrating. 2 wins in a row for the Pies. Really disappointing performance by the D's. First game in 10 days, I think, and I don't know. I didn't think we were sluggish. I don't know. I didn't think we played terribly. I'm not sure I can sit here and say we've had an absolute howler. I think we just got done by a hungrier side, which was always going to happen. Start of the week, I was eyeing off this game going, geez, this will be a bit of a percentage booster. And, once Bucks got sacked, all the Demon supporters rolled their eyes and gave it a bit of these ones, gave it a bit of, classic, because teams always lift for their coach, and they've done it. So the Pies are home by 17 points in a big upset at the SCG. No more games at the SCG, please. I think we've had enough of that, to be honest. But frustrating. We get to go to the bye now. We get to reset. An amazing start to the year. One of the most impressive starts to the year that I've ever witnessed as a D's fan. But you just know the hard work starts now. You know, for the next however long the season goes for, it's going to get real, real tricky. And you just got to keep banking wins. The Adelaide one was a bit more frustrating than this one. This one we just got beaten by a better side on the day. The Adelaide one, that felt like the one that got away more than this one. I love Bucks. He can come coach us if he wants. Not senior coach, but if he wants to sit on the pine and help Goody out, he's more than welcome. That's my official invitation. Frustrating. Pie's too good. Do you think this affects future matches for Melbourne, Kados? Yeah, I think so. I think it's weird because we're so high up on the ladder that we can't not make finals. Like, it's almost, I think it is impossible for us to not make finals. So it's weird because as long as you make finals, nothing else really matters, sort of thing. As long as you're in there, you're a chance. But then you start thinking, oh, well, I don't want to not make the top four. And I don't think the Demons are guaranteed top four at the moment. The comp's so tight. And, I think like your Geelong, Bulldogs, Port, Brisbane, there's 4 or 5 teams that could make the top four. So I don't think we're set in the top four. So it's funny that you move the goalpost. You're like, all I want to do is make finals. And now that we're going to make finals, you go, oh, geez, well, if we don't make top four, I'm a bit worried. And then when it's like, I think we're 2 or 3 games in the top four. And then you start going, oh, geez, I hope we don't lose first. So it's really funny how you start worrying about just games coming up regardless. But you got to bank those wins. So to drop this one is a little bit disappointing for our campaign to finishing on top, and also for our campaign to finishing in the top four. But that's all right. We started the season pretty well. I think we're good enough, hopefully, to fight it out and make top four. But it does give you a little bit of doubt if you're dropping games to the Pies a little bit. Kados, calm down. D's are locked for top 2. I know what you're saying, and I know it sounds a bit silly what I'm saying, but yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, you're fighting for the 8, and you think, oh, all we got to do is make the 8 and I'll be happy. And then you go, oh, geez, no, we're fighting for top 4 now. We're a chance to make top 4. And then you go, all I want to do is make top 4 and you're happy. And then you start going, oh, geez, well, what if we drop out of the top 2? And it's just funny how the goalposts change a little bit. And I don't know. Good on you, Bucks. Melbourne got the bye, then Essendon. What are your intentions for their match against the Bombers? Well, the Bombers play some good footy, but I would hope we really set ourselves and come out and put some strong performances on the table. We only beat teams by 3 or 4 goals at the moment. We had the game in control against the Cats, only won by 3 or 4 goals. Had the game in control against the Tigers, only won by about 5 goals. So, they're 2 teams you probably don't even expect to win by 2 goals. So, they're probably bad examples. But, against the Kangaroos, against the Giants, against the Blues, it's only a 4 or 5 goal margin. I really want us to come out and start leathering teams at the back end of this season. Because if you leave a team like the Pies in the contest, and I'm not saying that we were leaving them in the contest, I think they probably should have won by more, to be honest, but if you leave like teams like the Pies or the Crows in the contest, they beat you. Frustrating, really frustrating, to be honest. But I hope we come out really, really strong and play a little bit better than what we've been playing, even though we've been winning. Best AFL theme song, I think the Tigers and the D's have the 2 best AFL theme songs. I don't know what I'm going to get for dinner. That's the big question. Do a song about Bucks leaving. AFL stream tonight. Read my comment. I'm actually tempted to play some AFL Evo. I don't know if I will yet, though. No footy this weekend. Still. I disagree with Demons. Kados, you were biased there. What part was I biased to? Evo stream. I might do one during the week. I got to edit some videos tonight, so I might do an Evo stream during the week. I do want to stream more AFL games. I've been loving it recently. I fell out of love with the streams started this year, but the last couple of weeks have been so much fun. I'm just reading the chat, guys. Sorry. Chat's pinging. This is unreal. Oh, I got to do my podcast tonight, actually. I'll get onto Rog. Thanks for streaming, Kados. Good on you, Chicken McFlow. I might leave it there, guys. I don't think I'll stream tonight. I've got my pod to do. And I've got a video to edit for tomorrow. I might stream like a Wednesday night, like an AFL Evo Wednesday night or something. I'm tempted to do that. I really love streaming at the moment. But I might leave it for today. Geez, shouted about the D's loss. I never really got going today, but that was just the great work by the Pies. I think they're not the team that they were in the first couple of rounds of the season. I think they're actually playing some pretty good footy over the last couple of weeks. But in saying that, I think if we're going to be the team I want us to be, we got to put a team like that away. In the end, Pies were way too good. They dominated the game, and there's not much you can really say about that. They had control for most of the game, so a little bit disappointing to go into the bye round after a loss, but I've never seen the D's be 2 losses at the bye. So as much as it is frustrating, I think I'm in a really privileged position that I've never been in before. So I might do a season review video. I reckon I'll do a season review video this week of the D's. Would you guys be interested in listening to me waffle about the D's? Anyway, got done by the Pies by 17 points. I appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate all the support. I'll be doing more probably neutral games in the next little bit. Hopefully we can get back to the G. I just love going to the games and vlogging, so it's heartbreaking that I can't. But if not, I'll be doing the streams as well. But I do want to do some neutral streams in the next little bit. Get back to what I used to do, maybe the first game of the round or whatever. But once again, guys, I appreciate all of the support. Thanks for tuning in today. Well done to the Pies. Far too strong. And I'll see you all very, very soon for some more videos. Cheers, guys.